So, if you haven't heard, I actually used to play a lot of Street Fighter 4 Balrog myself. You know, I didn't just emerge out of the blue in Street Fighter 5 Season 2 when they buffed Balrog's tap. Street Fighter 4 was my first competitive fighting game. I'm a 2010er, and I played 3 days of Ryu before switching over to Balrog, and I liked him because he punched, and I was maining him ever since. One thing about Street Fighter 4 ROG that I really enjoyed was the fact that he had a lot of combo depth to him, more than people realize, because basic Balrog in Street Fighter 4 had very simple combo routes, which were very easily confirmable, consistent, did good damage in corner carry, so not a lot of ROGs really pushed the executional boundaries that the character had to offer. I got word of this Street Fighter 4 montage style combo video. A link to it was placed in a YouTube comment on one of my videos, and I thought, okay, here we go, some self-promotion on my YouTube channel. But you know what? I decided to hear him out, and I clicked on the link and I watched it, and I was blown away. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I wanted to check out the, I think his name is Tall1. Tall1 is kind of how I say it. Tall1, pound for pound, Street Fighter 4 Balrog montage. It dropped in October of 2020. The music is copyrighted, so just imagine some rap similar to Cody theme playing over and over. We're gonna mute it and just check it out. It's an old school style video. We're gonna watch the DMCA proof version and talk about it. Even the resets used are so sick. All right, let's break down this sequence. This was one of my favorite frame traps in Street Fighter 4. Jab to standing medium, which seems pretty standard for Street Fighter 5 times, but this was a built-in frame trap. The beauty of this frame trap was that it forced stand, and if you don't know, with Balrog, you needed stand for a lot of combos to work, and you could link jab after it. So unlike Street Fighter 5 Balrog, if you try to link after standing medium punch, it doesn't work. It has to counter hit for you to get a combo. But this is a natural frame trap. If they try to jab or delay throw tech or something, forces stand so you can get a lot of combo conversions. So jab to medium is a thing that right away a lot of ROG players didn't know about or didn't use. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, this guy is like on kind of my wavelength. You know what I mean? I could immediately tell that we kind of shared some style. Then boom, overhead reset. EX overhead, get the combo conversion. Now, tick throw. Gets a stun. Let's see the combo. Red focus, one frame link. This is super important to know if you don't know about Street Fighter 4 ROG. Roundhouse, crouching strong, one frame link. And I know a lot of you guys from Street Fighter 5 don't really understand the significance of a one frame link. For comparison, every link in Street Fighter 5 is 3 frames, no matter what. The game has a buffer in it. It will not make links harder than 3 frames. There's a few minor exceptions, but every combo you're doing is easy in Street Fighter 5. One frame link means you have a 1 frame window of leniency to input your button, so you have to press your button within a precision of 1/60th of a second online to get the combo to connect, or else you drop it and you're punishable. But that's how you optimize your damage in Street Fighter 4. You got to know all the routes, go for the 1 frame links and capitalize on them. 1 frame. 1 frame. 1 frame. Now there's less optimal conversions that he could be doing. There's a lot of easier conversions that he could be doing, but he's choosing purposely to go for the 1 frame, as he gets more damage, more stun from each hit, optimizing as much as possible. And a few cheeky overhead resets. Ooh, I love that usage. Crouching medium to crouching medium conversion. That is so rare to see. One of my favorite things, crouching medium kick to crouching strong in Street Fighter 4 ROG comboed. It was medium to medium, a natural medium to medium link, juicy damage. You didn't see a lot of ROG players doing this. Then medium after the overhead. I don't know if that's a 1 frame link, but it's definitely more challenging than the traditional jab to headbutt that most people do. Most people just do jab to headbutt. Read on the fireball. Now, this is where you're losing me. He kind of edits it out, but he did a jab link to ultra. That is a 1 frame link into the charge special move. Chat, I consider myself a Balrog specialist in Street Fighter 4. I thought I had good execution. I landed jab to ultra maybe once ever in training mode. In training mode once ever, and I gave up on it. I said, this is too hard. I don't see any use for it. It's for style points. I'm going to move on with my life. That shit is hard. That is so difficult to do. And you can just link it from a jab. Turnaround punch is so good in Street Fighter 4 also. Armor break. Crouching strong, optimal conversion. Fake cross up. All right, what's the combo? Roundhouse. Up. He dropped the 1 frame, so let's see. Ooh. The kidney punch buffer. I love this move. PR Rog did this a lot too. I also used this same exact costume. And I'm getting nostalgic just watching it. I feel like I'm watching like a more crazier version of my own Rog. I love that. That's standing medium kick, buffered into his charge super. It reaches over. If it connects, you buffer to the super. Great counter poke to get super to land. 1 frame, 1 frame, 1 frame, 1 frame. That was all 1 frame. Jab to medium's a 1 frame link. Try doing that online. And delay based netcode, not easy. Uh-oh. You done goofed. Bro. I don't know how Rog players do that. 1 frame. 1 frame. That overhead was almost safe. 1 frame. You gotta count them. Most Rogs just do jab, short headbutt. Shimmy. Classic shimmy. You could plink 1 frame jabs in Street Fighter 4, but you had to mod your select button to be on one of your face buttons, because basically the plink worked with select. Let me talk about plinking for a second. A little detour from what we're talking about here, all right? If you pressed a link and you wanted to make it a little easier on yourself, you had this technique known as plinking. For some weird reason, there was an exploit with the engine. Say I did my heavy kick, and then I wanted to link my medium punch after. You were able to do a technique called plinking, which instead of giving you 1 input, it would give you 2 inputs, 1 frame after the other. Essentially meaning you got a little window to land a combo, right? If it's a 1 frame link, you got that 1 frame, 1/60th of a second window to land it. If you can plink your button, it basically gave you 2 inputs back to back. So if that way, at least one of those might land on that exact frame when you needed the combo. And you can do that for 2 frame links, any window of link you wanted to. Basically, you had a technique which would give you 2 inputs right back to back to increase your chances of timing the combo correctly. And that involved, if I pressed medium punch and light punch at the same time, it gives you the higher strength button, which is medium. Same thing if I press medium and fierce. It'll give me fierce because that's a higher priority button. If I did a technique where I rolled the buttons in such a way where I inputted the higher strength button, the one I care about, and then right after that, I rolled onto the lighter button, it would, on your inputs, you would see your main button, your medium in this example, and then medium plus jab right after, essentially giving you 2 medium inputs back to back. So you had to plink everything. Anytime you wanted to link it to a medium, link it to a heavy, you would be doing this rolling motion. Same thing with medium kick. You would do medium and light kick, or heavy and light kick, and medium kick. However, as you notice, you can't do that with jab. There's nothing with lower priority than a jab. So you can't plink with jab. People went so extreme to be able to plink. They found out that the select button had the same property. If you press jab and then the select button and jab right after each other, it gave you a jab plink. It gave you 2 jab inputs. People would mod their sticks to put select over here, and they would do stuff like this. So in a lot of Balrog combos, the jab is the 1 frame link. Normally there's no way to plink that, so that's a raw ass 1/60th of a second hardcore link. You gotta time it perfect. No. I'm gonna mod my stick to have select over here, and when I do jab, I'm gonna roll like this, and then I'll get 2 jab inputs. I didn't do that. I did the jab links raw, but a lot of pro players did that. I believe PR Rog did that. He played Evil Ryu and Rog, which had a lot of 1 frame jab links. So PR Rog did that. A lot of pros did that. So you'll see some 1 frame jab links coming up. I wonder if I don't think he plinks them. So those 1 frame jab links you got to look out for. Those are like the hardest kind of links that you can't plink. Plinking essentially turns a 1 frame link into a 2 frame link, a 2 frame link into a 3 frame, and so on and so forth. So I know that's going to go over most people's heads. But the point is, execution is fucking hard. How did Smug do 1 frame links on pad? I learned how to plink on pad. He plinked on pad. A lot of people do 1 frame links on pad. I learned to do all of Rog's 1 frame links on pad originally. Ooh, that was juicy. I love that. You could do overhead and 2 just tap red focus, instant crumple. That was so smart. I loved incorporating that into my gameplay. If they block it, you backdash and you're safe. If they get hit by it, GG. Full crumple combo, dash up, roundhouse, 1 frame, 1 frame. I love that sequence. Oh no, don't let it happen to you. 1 frame. There it is, there it is, there it is. Did you guys see what happened there? Oh my god, what a sequence. What a sequence. Did you guys pay attention to what's happening here? What all one goes for? It's one of the most difficult links. It's subtle. People don't realize how hard that is. He gets the knockdown. He goes in for the safe jump. Surprised. Empty jump low. Now, empty jump low is a super common tactic in Street Fighter 4 because everything was a hard knockdown. Like every hit you got led to a knockdown, and you could either do a jump in, or a jump and low, or a jump and throw. It was so common in Street Fighter 4 to do empty jump lows. He got caught standing. He thought he was going to do a jump and move. He does no jump and he just goes for the floor. Short, jab, medium. Look at these inputs. This is his crouch tech. He essentially plinked the crouching light kick. You see how this input worked? He got a short, and then on the next frame, he got a short plus jab. In Street Fighter 4, kicks had priority, so this gave him a crouching light kick. And he had 2 inputs. So he did 1 press. He did that rolling motion. He got 2 inputs. But this jab, this is a raw ass jab. This jab right here, as subtle as it may seem, is one of the most difficult links in this game. Short, jab. 1/60th of a second precision on a light move. No extra help. Just got to time that. Go into training mode with Balrog and try to land that. That is hard. That is so hard. And guess what? To be able to get the next hit of damage, you got to do another 1 frame link. Crouching medium. That is another 1 frame link. He actually messed up his plink here. If you mess up your plink, you only get the medium plus the light at the same time. It should look like this: medium, medium, light. Instead, he just got medium plus light. So he did 2 1 frame links in a row, raw. Subtle, but that kind of optimization in your conversions makes such a huge difference at top level. And that's the type of combo complexity that Street Fighter 4 offered, that if you wanted to keep things simple, sure, go ahead. There's plenty of combos you could do. But if you really wanted to optimize and you really wanted to get more openings and conversions, there's probably a way for you to do something more advanced with your character that other people playing your character might not be able to do. Other ROGs can't do empty jump low because that link is too hard. This guy can. He has a new option that other people don't have. 1 more time at full speed. Beautiful. 1 frame. 1 frame. Reset. Let's get in the chunky damage. I don't know why the guy just ate that, but okay. The stop sign. Neutral jump fierce was so sick in Street Fighter 4. Stop. Oh no. All right, what's it gonna do here? Red focus. And he be landing these overhead resets. I never did anywhere near that much overhead in Street Fighter 4. That's probably my weakness. Never went for it. Oh, here's another thing about Street Fighter 4. You know, in Street Fighter 5, just like your links are easy, everything's just a 3 frame link no matter what. The same thing applies for your punishes. Your punishes are not but guaranteed, considering the massive amount of buffer and everything you do. Right? So Raw goes for a shimmy here, frame trap. He just does it into the dash punch. Dash punch in this game is punishable. It's -3. Cody can punish this with crouching light kick into ruffian, into upper, or whatever. He can punish it. However, to punish it, you have to have the precision that I was referring to with that short to jab link, 1 frame. You have to have 1 frame timing even on your punishes. So in Street Fighter 4, the risk reward on doing moves was definitely skewed by how difficult they were to punish. In Street Fighter 5, dash punch is 4 frames, but if you got a 4 frame jab, you don't got to worry about it because the buffer is going to make sure that that jab comes out on the right timing. The game's going to be like, all right, I know you meant to time this to punish the move. I got you covered, homie. You were a frame too late or you were a frame too early. You were a couple frames off. Don't worry about it. We got you covered. It's coming out. In this game, if you were a frame too early, your move didn't come out. You just sat there because you were still in block stand. You were still blocking and you're inputting moves and it doesn't come out. So these moves become a lot more abusable because they're harder to punish because you actually have to time that shit. So dash punch in this game was way better because it's -3 instead of -4. But also, punishing it, you had to be a master to punish it. Street Fighter 5, The move is punishable, it's punishable. It's pretty much guaranteed. The only thing you have to worry about is spacing in some instances, but you probably aren't going to mess with the timing unless you have a big mistake. In Street Fighter 4, you had to practice punishing. You had to practice punishing Balrog dash punch. You had to practice punishing DiCaprio hands. You had to look at their animations and line it up perfectly and time that button press. And if you couldn't do that, GG. You're not going to get any of that damage. Nice. Option select. So he gets the knockdown. He whiffs a jab to set up his timing. He does the jump in. Now, he goes for the jump fierce. If the Gief just blocks, that jump fierce will hit him. Or if the Gief tries to jump or press a button, the jump fierce will hit him. If he blocks, the Gief will just block it. It'll make contact with Gief's hurtbox. However, underneath this input, he's inputting something else. Surprise, he inputted sweep. Gief, instead of blocking, chose wake up lariat. Lariat is invincible on wake up, meaning if you try to hit him while it starts up, it's just going to go straight through it. But you can hit him low. You can hit him with the sweep. You can hit the legs. So you do the jump in, you press the fierce, behind it, you're mashing sweep. If they block, it's all good. You just see a fierce punch. But if they decide to get spicy with the wake up lariat, that sweep's going to come out and punish. Option select. The option was selected based on the Gief's decisions. He misses option select there. It would have worked again, the sweep. I think he missed it. Oh no, he put himself in the corner. That's a Gief specific thing. You have to have a proper setup to avoid that. 69 every time. One frame. One frame. What's up, Anton? Safe jump. See? Throw, whiff jab, dash whiff jab, jump heavy kick. If he had just blocked, the heavy kick would have connected. But since he decided to DP, safe jump. Block comes out. Oh my goodness. Again, the juiciest empty jump low. Shimmy. Whoa. This is a massacre. That was a beatdown. Oh my god, that is 2 juicy one frames in a row. That's how you know this dude's a Balrog master. That is so difficult to pull off. Oh man, this is a beatdown. Optimized. EX headbutt goes through pretty much all the ender options, besides low at some speeds. Oh my goodness. Street Fighter 4 had a lot of annoying characters. You guys don't know. If you're a Street Fighter 5 player, Street Fighter 4 was annoying. You think Street Fighter 5 is bad with annoying characters? You have no idea. At least, like I said, to optimize any character, you gotta have execution at point, but this game had some annoying characters. That was the Street Fighter 4 Balrog montage starring Thal 1, put on by Air Fighting Game Community Replays. I was blown away when I first watched this. It had been a while since I looked at it. Like I said, he shot his shot in the YouTube comments of one of my videos. I clicked on the link and I was thoroughly impressed. If you're interested in some high-level ROG, check out that montage, check out the replays. He has more content out there on YouTube as well. And if you learned a little bit about Street Fighter 4, consider subscribing to the YouTube channel, because I'm over here working hard stealing content from other fighting game players on the internet, doing a lot of hard work. So if you enjoyed it, consider subscribing to the channel. If you're watching this on Twitch, what the hell are you guys doing here? I don't film this in front of a live studio audience.